Hold on. Wait till we're rolling. Wait, this is great.
Oh, no. This is just. Am I not permanent anymore?
You're permanent.
Oh, he's setting up his office.
Yeah, I'm setting up my office. Everybody else.
He's still in his office.
He thought he was replacing Johnny D full time. Oh, look at him. Who is that?
That's Wesley with my favorite dog. This came out of my office at the house.
Oh, wow. What a life.
I'm telling you. Isn't that hilarious?
There it is. There it is. For those of you that love to hate on John David in the comments, you're going to be happy. He's not here today. That's right. And he's not going to be here.
Hey.
About a week, boy.
So we replaced him with somebody who's got just as much hair as he does.
That's right.
My buddy Clay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Duck Call Room, welcome Clay McConnell. If you watch any of our Duck Commander stuff on YouTube, you've probably seen Clay duck hunting with me. We took Si duck hunting, so he was in there.
That was a good duck hunt.
It was decent.
It was a good duck.
Mallards in your face.
However, that's the news for today. So as far as the 4 that we have in here, so it's going to be fun. We'll get to let you guys. We'll peel back some layers of the onion that is Clay. There's a lot of them. So
we don't have to focus on me.
It's just an hour show.
That's right. Ain't gonna be able to cover them all, boys.
But he can give some unique perspectives on family business, and he works for one. He's just got the difference is, unlike me, he's got the right last name. That's why you two are sitting by each other. Me and McMillan got the wrong
names.
So they have another. They have
the right name, but I mean,
they have a completely different perspective on family businesses. But anyway, Phillip, you've got some news to share, right? Is that?
My buddy Clay. Thank you, Clay, for bringing in the alligator for me. That was
new decoration.
Yeah.
A new decoration, and that's going. My wife don't know it yet, but that's going right in our living room.
What
That's
a fun
gonna
time!
go out in the yard somewhere.
You haven't
You'll
told her
put
yet?
it up. She'll let you put it up once, and then you're gonna take it down.
No, that's like your bongo bells going out the door. No, these are staying. These are staying.
I've never seen one. You know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Dead?
No.
It's
when
still
they make
dangerous.
them, you do a duck.
Taxidermy.
Oh, okay.
Wall mount.
Okay. I've never seen that way done.
That's a little wall mount action.
I like
Yeah.
That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
hold on. I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
perfect.
How long was he?
8 foot long. Isn't that right, Clay?
I think so.
Yeah. I got
I
pictures.
know
and
one
video.
thing. I weighed a lot. I have all my life. That was one thing I did not want to see coming toward me when I was in the water.
Were you wading like hunting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My dad.
I
kicked
did
one this
step
year.
in one though. You know,
that right?
step in where one had been.
Yeah.
You could had a run.
Oh.
And I started stepping on
you
water.
talking
I might have become Jesus like because I tried walking on
Hey,
water.
Walk on water.
Yeah,
During
I tried to walk on
During
water.
teal season this year, we had a 4-footer in the blind with us. Sad part is, didn't find it till day 2.
They had it in the blind a whole day.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
He didn't know it. It kicked them the second day, and they were like, "What is this?" And it was an alligator in the duck blind.
Yeah, it hit me the first day, and I was thinking, I don't know what that was.
It was like
Probably
it was a
a
garfish or
loose
something.
board or
Yeah.
something. You know, it had water in it or
Yeah.
whatever. So I was like, just a board floated up on my foot. Ain't no big deal.
Oh,
and
no.
then the next day, got in there, and it swam on top of my foot. And I said, Rut-row.
I didn't knew that.
I said, whatever this is alive. And then I said, well, hold on, let me get the camera.
They was throwing decoys out one morning.
So I got the camera.
And look, I got in the blind. Well, I always have to. They put a tree. They cut a tree down and put it on where I stand to shoot. You know. So I always have to move all the brush they piled on me. Well, when I first started to grab it, the brush started moving.
Snake.
And I said, hey, you boys get out of the decoys because I'm fixing to blow this snake right where I'm standing. I'm fixing to shoot him, you know. And they said, no, don't you shoot that shotgun. And then somebody looked up and said, that ain't nothing but of a water snake anyway. And I said, hey, I don't care what kind it is. I said, y'all need to get out of the way. And then about that time, they shook the brush and made him fall in the water.
I just sent Hunter a picture of Doug holding that alligator. But yeah, that thing been in the blind with us 2 days. We had no idea.
Get that nasty thing away from me.
Ooh, a rattlesnake.
I'm fixing to bust your jaw.
Man.
Right here on television.
Clay, where'd you get that?
I heard y'all talking a couple weeks ago about snakes,
Hey.
and I knew I was coming, and so I went
You're
by the
lucky you
camp.
didn't get punched. Because if you'd got in there closer, I'd have knocked you out, son.
I went by the camp, and
Ooh.
Martin said he was going to put
Nasty
me
ain't
by
the word.
Is that one that y'all had at your camp?
No, this is one from West Texas.
I was
got
going
you.
to say, that's a grown
Oh,
one there, son.
that's hilarious right there. You really are scared.
Oh, I am.
apologize.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, your heart's good.
Huh?
Your heart's good.
The problem is his breathing ain't.
Well, no, because look, hey, if one ever pops me, the poison ain't no kill me.
The heart attack.
I'm gonna die of a heart attack immediately.
So Phil, I mean, what that's not the only news.
Well, that's not the only. That's not the only news. So, I've got some more news. So my daughter Amber is graduating from Louisiana Tech in architect school, and she's going to go back and get her master's degree. And her boyfriend DJ is graduating in engineering.
Is he a DJ?
Yep, he can scratch in. All he needs is 2 turntables
Oh,
and
okay.
a microphone.
All right.
Where is that?
Where is it? So they've been dating since high school, and you know, the other day after church, I went to Si's truck and I was sitting out in the parking lot talking, and DJ walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, Mr. Phillip, can I talk to you for a second?" And I was like, "Yeah." I walked over and he was like, "Yeah, I've been dating Amber a long time. This is a great kid. I mean, young man. He's awesome." He said, "I just want to talk to you, and you know, we really get along good." And now I know what he's doing now at this point, and my heart's just like, oh, because I'm very emotional. I'm like him, and he rubs off on me.
Yeah, you quick to cry. Quit. I'll go with your story.
Okay.
But I just
So
let people
anyway-
know.
Well,
Tell your
did you
story.
cry?
Well, not at this point.
No, he waited till he got in his truck.
So then, so man, let me tell my story. So I'm a fixer too. So I'll fix if somebody's stuttering or slowing, or I'll help them through whatever it is. You know, I just can't help myself. But at this time, I said, "This is his deal. I need to let him finish." He said, "I want to marry your daughter," and I said, "Son, you have my blessing. You're just like a family member. I already love you. Welcome to the family." You know, he said, "It's going to happen in 2 weeks. Don't tell anybody because I don't want her to know," you know. And so he has this big deal set up, and it actually happened last night.
So he asked. They didn't get married in 2 weeks.
Right? He just asked. Yeah, no, that would have been a
So
shot.
he
gun.
forced
I'd have
forced
been like,
you.
nope.
He forced you to keep a secret for 2 weeks.
And the only person I told was Si
Me and his wife.
and my wife. And then when I told my
Man, it
wife,
was killing me.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it was killing me.
That's awesome, though.
So it was also so last night we didn't know when it was going to happen exactly. Just sometime they went to dinner. They took pictures for graduation pictures. They were at his parents' camp on Caney, and then while they were taking pictures, he got down on one knee and opened up the box. And so I got a couple pictures. I think I brought them. Hunter's going to put them up for us. But that's Amber. There she is. She's beautiful,
Look at there.
so smart, and that's DJ.
Never
So
a
an
good picture.
engineer is
Yeah.
marrying an architect.
Yes.
They gonna do all right.
Oh, they're gonna do all right. They're gonna do great. And you know what?
And this happened at a camp on Caney.
yeah, this is his.
Well, that's good.
His camp on Caney.
His family got money. That's good because only people with money got camps on
I
Caney.
was trying to say.
Man, that must be nice down there.
But anyway,
Clay got one too.
yeah, hey,
He's got-
there's
Clay
a
got a
lot.
brand new one.
Yeah.
There's a lot about Clay. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Oh, come on now.
Taking care of your health isn't always easy, but it at least should be simple. That's why for the last few years, we've been drinking AG1 every day, no exceptions. It's just one scoop mixed in water once a day, every day, and it makes you feel more energized, more focused, more nourished, get your immune system up, and you will be ready to take on the day.
Whoa.
And that's because each serving of AG1 delivers my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, and more. It's a powerful, healthy habit that's also powerfully simple.
Hey, who got you started on this?
Oh, Jay Stone
Superman.
and Superman himself, Christian Huff.
That's right.
Oh, health, people.
Sadie and Christian been drinking it for a real long time. They got all of us trying to be healthy like them. Maybe one day I'll look like Christian. No, that's not going to happen. But I do want to be just a regular healthy dude, and I'm not Superman. And this is an important part of my day because it helps you feel better before you work out. It helps you recover better. You just feel overall better going about everything you do in a regular day. I tell everybody I know about it. When I drink AG1, I know I'm covering my nutritional bases right at the start of my day. I'm getting support for my brain, gut, and immune health since AG1 is packed with vitamins, probiotics, and nutrients. Look, I love that every scoop includes vitamin C and zinc to support my immune health because there are germs out there. Where I was just germ heaven, kids licking bars and touching faces. And I want vitamin C to keep me
Hey,
top of my game. I don't want to catch no colds. I drink AG1 first thing in the morning while it's cold.
Why?
Because it tastes better while it's cold.
Well,
So I'm
God,
getting
Luke, it's
optimal
better hot.
nutrition absorption. I just fill up my bottle with cold water, add a scoop of AG1, and shake it up. It's that easy. Or when I'm in a rush, like when I was just on vacation, I took some of the travel packs with me and mixed it up on the go. We've been partnering with AG1 for so long because they make such a high-quality product that I genuinely look forward to drinking every day. So if you want to replace your multivitamin and more, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first subscription at drinkag1.com/
Duck,
That's drinkag1.com/
Duck. And hey, look,
check it out.
you know
Drink
what
it
the
while
best,
it's hot.
you know what the best part of this is?
Tell me.
Hey, 1 scoop.
1 scoop.
And here's the thing, I've never been put in that position, so I don't know exactly what to say. But I said, son, put God first. Put God first, and then you'll grow together. That's the only advice I can give. You know, that's the only thing that I know to do. If you do that and you grow, you're going to grow closer together as you grow toward God and pleasing Him. So also, my son Bryson is coming in for the graduation. But he told Amber, I won't be there until Sunday. The graduation's on Saturday. He said, so I'll just see you the next day. And so when he came home early and we went and picked him up, he just didn't want her to know. So she comes walking in, and Bryson's changing clothes from the flight, and he's, so we're all in there and we're talking and everybody's, celebrating. And then Bryson comes walking in and she was like, what are you doing here? What are you? So then it was just great. We spent the evening together last night and we had a big prayer, and I'm just thankful to God for all these things. It's like Martin's children, soon, boom, they'll be grown and off and getting married, and it just happens so fast, So
I'm glad I'm on the other side of that.
you're on the other side of it. But hey, when you get to where I'm at, I'll
glad-
walk you through it.
I'm glad I'm on the dad side of that.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm on that side too.
Yeah, that's a lot of difference.
yeah,
Okay.
than giving your daughter away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's,
man.
that's got to be a toughie for you, girl, to, even though he's a great kid,
Right. Oh, he
great,
is.
Yeah.
great
Right.
young man,
Yeah.
and all the things. I mean, that's a toughie, man.
It is. And
Well,
when
everything is up in the air, okay, because you don't know,
the unknown.
especially these days.
Oh yeah,
So as we were traveling to Houston, I was talking to Si, and I was asking questions. I was like, so, I want to be a good leader for my family. I want to be a good example. I was like, Si, give me some feedback. He was like, hey, son, I don't know what to tell you. If you ain't done it by now, you ain't gonna do it.
yeah.
But
This is one of them solo deals.
you got this is you. This is on you.
Yeah. Ain't nobody tell you how to do it.
No, that's right. And moving forward, my plan's going to be just to try and help as much as I can, however I can, and then, but not to get in the way too much. You know what I mean?
So are you going to ask them to come to your house at Christmas? I mean, how does that work?
I don't even know yet. Stop.
Uh-oh.
I ain't there
Like, 'cause,
yet.
I mean, that's the big one, right?
But they don't have a date, right? Do they have a date yet? or-
Not yet.
Yeah. So it just happened last night.
it just happened last night.
Yeah.
And I didn't know all the questions to ask really. So I'm just like, me and Lisa are just figuring it out. Whatever they want to do is going to be fine with us. But
Well, if I can give you one piece of advice to pass along to them, tell them to wait till next year. That way, it's 2025. So therefore, the math is extremely easy on anniversaries.
Yeah,
like
but-
you need to be on a 5 or a
Look,
0.
yeah, but you already missed the tax break. I mean, do 2024, you get a whole extra
there
year.
you go, Clay.
Oh, ain't no kids involved in this. Ain't much taxes involved with this.
What Amber told DJ was when they started dating, they graduated high school, and she said, "Now, you got 5 years. If we're not engaged in 5 years, I'm moving on." And Si loved that little line there, didn't you, Si?
I put you on a clock. So
Well,
at year 4, he went
that's
for it,
why I was on pins and needles the whole time.
Yeah,
Because, they've been together for quite a while.
yeah.
So, I said, hey, you need to, you ain't made to make you move. Like Phil told Stone, make you move. Hey,
Phil told Stone.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And he said, well,
How long did him and
said,
Anna
she
date?
ain't but what, I don't remember how old, 18.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you don't
Phil
want
said,
to.
that's
You don't
what I'm
want
talking
to.
about. Don't let her get any older.
Yeah, you don't want to do the backwards math on
Yeah.
that one. That gets weird.
Yeah.
The Robertsons get married young.
Oh, absolutely, they do. Yeah,
I love it.
not the Martins.
Not the Martin.
Not the Martins.
The Martins, no.
How old were you and Brittany?
Well, no.
I was 29.
Hey,
29.
that is on each individual person, the couple. Okay, there's no set, good year or bad year to get married.
It's also why I'm approaching 40 and gonna have toddlers. So
Well,
deal
They
with it.
are.
Hey, but that's a good
God,
thing.
It's better than being 45 and having your own grandkid.
Hey, careful.
well, hey,
Careful.
Wait.
Killing me, man.
hey, if Amber asked me to give her some advice,
Yeah, she probably will.
well, no, I would say don't spend a bunch of money on this.
Yeah.
That's such a waste.
Yeah.
In my humble
There's so
opinion.
many other things you can do.
Well,
with
no. I'm just saying you're gonna need that money later.
it. Mm-hmm.
So why don't you tell him, hey, this is the budget for the wedding. You can take it, or I'll give you the money, or you can have the wedding.
See, I've been in on that, just what he said,
Yeah.
and it was to the tune of $250,000.
Whoa.
I was
Okay,
not-
and guess
I
how
was-
long
I
the
was
marriage
not made
lasted?
this offer.
Guess how long the marriage lasted?
6 years?
months.
Oh, 6
6
months.
months?
6 months, and he spent $250,000 for it.
Man,
And he had told his kid, the girl, I'll just give you, 50,000 fat cash.
Well, it's funny that you bring this up on the
No.
advice because look, in one of our, I screenshot this to show you what it meant to me. What we got old boy down there in the comments that said to me, "Hey Martin, please let your pride go and learn how to lead your family. Brittany isn't appointed by Jesus to lead your family. Men quit following women's lead. It will lead to disaster every time."
Whoa.
And
You're
I'm like-
out of bounds, dude.
Well, I was just like, wait, time out.
You're out of bounds. You
Let
need
your-
to read
let-
the Bible on how God talks about a woman.
Well, I was like, let your pride go and lead your family. So if you were prideful, you would be like the unapologetic leader, right?
Yeah.
You would be the one
Yeah.
making,
Narcissistic.
yeah, like,
Not saying, hey, I'm taking this over to, yeah.
or perhaps you would be the guy leaving comments on YouTube that are completely asinine. But, oh, sorry,
And
Patrick.
egregious.
Like,
Yeah.
my bad. Wait, time out. No. But I was just like, I think it's a good discussion, but about leading and the different types of leadership that
Right.
that actually exist. Like, because in my world, in my mindset, like in leadership, I'm general manager of this company. I have a leadership role at this company. So you can choose in leadership to be a boss or a leader. A boss is a guy that sits back, doesn't get his hands dirty, doesn't know anything about the business, just tells you do this, that, the other, in my mind. And a leader is one that gets in there with you, shows the employee, your coworkers and employees that you care about them. You can do their job too. It's not
Right.
below you. It's not beneath you. You're willing to help, do all the things, which also transfers into the way that I take to my home.
Mm-hmm.
I change dirty diapers.
Yeah.
All the good
I
leaders-
do all the things that involve with my kids.
all the good
However, my wife is with them 2/3 as much as I am because she's a stay-at-home mother. So therefore, I do yield to some decisions about parenting to her because she's with them all the time. And I'm
Well,
only
hey.
with them 4 hours a day. She's with them 12 hours
Well, she knows
a
what
day.
their
Hey.
needs are.
Exactly
Hey,
right.
Mom's got her role.
Amen.
And Dad has got his role.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And look, if my humble opinion, Mom's got the bigger role.
There you go.
That's not saying I'm not leading my family.
There you go.
Right.
Okay. But when it comes to kids, Mom's the expert on that. She carried the kids for 9 months.
But in
Yeah.
another quality of being an effective
Well, no,
leader,
that's-
of knowing the skill set of your team,
Hey,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my better.
where you are better, where they're better than you at things,
Absolutely.
and where
Yeah.
you're better,
And
and
look,
where
and
all the things like
That's why you let me
this
set
is-
the decoys out, and I appreciate that.
yeah,
Well, no. Well, hey, I'm just saying, okay, that's my better half.
yeah.
And
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
But no, I
That's
mean,
my partner. Hey, God didn't take her from the toe. He didn't take a bone from the toe. He took a bone from the rib.
yeah,
That's partnership, Jack.
and if you
Yeah.
want to go to Genesis, which is where you're at, in Genesis it says ezer kenegdo in the Hebrew, and so that is a really cool term because it's a term that is it's not just a partner. It's like without this person, the human race couldn't go forward. She's the
Incomplete.
mother.
Well, hey, and that's a fact.
Completes. So I'm just
Okay,
that's a good one.
That's
Without
a big fact.
Without the vessel, okay, I'm with
right.
my kids. I was involved in it, okay.
Yep.
But the vessel that carried it 9 months
Yep.
and then gave birth to it was
Yeah.
my wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, when it comes to saying something about what's going to be done,
Yeah. No,
I may
amen.
let her override me.
Well, look, let's take a
Okay, because this is a partnership we're talking about here.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean-
let's take a quick break.
I
And
wanna-
we'll jump right back.
I want to
into
tell you
this.
about some
Yeah.
leadership I
No.
learned.
Let me finish this with one thing. Okay, all the good leaders I've known, and I've known a bunch of them since I spent 24 and a half years in the military.
Yeah.
Okay, they was all servants.
There you go.
Servant leadership.
Okay,
I got a
and
great
hey,
story
that's
for
the
you.
top of the priority, boys.
Amen. Ooh, buddy. How'd you sleep last night, Si?
Hey, you know how I slept.
Mhm.
I was on my pillow.
Amen.
My pillow.
I slept like an angel.
Well, hey, y'all know our friends over at My Pillow have been partners with us for a long time, and look, they have a huge event going on right now. It's a $25
Extravaganza,
extravaganza.
boys.
Extravaganza. $25.
There you go. Look, and they just want to help celebrate America, right? I mean, that's just
Amen.
part of it. $25. They've been canceled by big box stores, but with support like hardworking Americans like y'all, they're still in business. And Mike and his employees wanted to share the savings on with the rest of us. So to get the word out, they are in fact having a $25 extravaganza. Look, 2-pack multi-use My Pillows,
$25.
There you
My
go.
Pillow sandals,
Hey, $25.
6-pack towel set,
$25.
brand new 4-pack dish towel.
$25.
And for the first time ever, the premium My Pillows with all new Giza fabric, any size, any loft, even king size.
$25. Sold.
I mean, what else could you want? It doesn't get more extravagant. than that.
Extravaganza.
And while you're there, trust me, so I'll tell you, check out them robes while you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the robes. I got 2 of them. He got a TV robe, got a shower robe.
Smoking robe.
Brittany's still running around the house in them My slippers. We're on pair number 2. That's how much she loves them. And Phillip, I know you all about the towels because you like
I
staying
am.
dry. You
That's
ain't a man
right.
who wants to be wet. You know,
The first thing we did when we went to Oklahoma, the first thing that went into the truck, My Pillow. And I mean, that's My Pillow, and it's My Pillow. And the
And it
guy,
was.
the bellhop was like, what is all this? I said, first, get My Pillow. Is this your pillow? I said, My Pillow. It's a My Pillow pillow.
it's my pillow.
And hey, and I used it for 3 nights while we were there.
There you go. So I don't know what to tell you other than give it a try. Support a great American, support American hardworking families and folks. And this amazing offer won't last long. So order now. Just go to mypillow.com/
Duck.
and enter promo code
Duck.
or call 800-969-3137. When you do, you will get free shipping on orders over $75 today. Go to mypillow.com/
Duck.
and enter promo code
Duck.
or call 800-969-3137.
And do it
today.
immediately.
Why are y'all so fired up over this cat online? I must have missed
Oh
it.
no, it's not. I'm not fired. I mean, I do. Here, you know me. You know me arguably as good or better than all these people in this room. I don't like stupidity. I really do not. And if his comment had a little bit of sense behind it,
Well, so I
wouldn't
missed it.
bother me.
Back me up.
short version,
Yeah, yeah.
swallow your pride and lead your family.
What was that? What was the text from? What was the context of that?
I have no idea.
That's
so
his
I
opinion.
think
It was
I-
just-
I-
It's his opinion. He said something, okay?
Here's what I think.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that he was referring to the last podcast we had the boys on,
Yeah.
and
The
after-
bell and sigh.
Well, and after they
That was
left, like Stone was like, I remember Stone saying your kids are well behaved, and I said, well,
I
that
remember
ain't got a whole lot to
That
do with
mom
me.
did most.
Mom's got them 12
remember
hours a
saying
day,
that.
not
Yeah.
me.
Staying at home with
I
them.
mean, I obviously I help with that in the time that I'm with them.
But what
But
you
she
said,
is the one that lays the foundation, and I think that old boy is thinking
Day-to-day foundation.
Yeah, the day-to-day
yeah.
foundation. But in his mind, he's one of them. Dad is the male is the almighty one, and the woman can't have an opinion. So I'm sure he don't like instruments in church.
No.
I'm sure the women in church have to sit there and be like this.
No, he's one of
and
the guys that says,
they can't worship.
I'll take a bullet from my wife, and he's like, oh yeah, will you clean the dishes for her?
No.
Hold on now.
Oh yeah, no.
Hold on.
No, we can't be doing that.
Hey, anytime someone says something against a woman,
Yeah.
okay. Hey, Merle Haggard wrote a song about it.
Uh-oh.
You done stepped on the fight side of me.
So I think
I'm serious. Everybody's
you're right.
always running their mouth about they're the weaker sex and all this bull.
and it's,
Hey, if it was left up to the man, we would have been extinct thousands of years ago.
yeah, no, you're right, Si. But I think it's about servanthood. And somebody said it earlier, and I got a story for y'all. When I was young, growing up, I learned how to be a man, how to serve, how to be a leader from my stepfather. He owned a big company, and me and my brothers went and we worked there when we were in middle school or whatever, high school, starting high school. And there was a part of the building that had started falling in, and a bunch of water and stuff came through, and there was a big pile of paper and trash and boxes. It was like 6 or 7 foot tall, and he has on a 3-piece suit, and he's doing business and meetings and stuff. And he tells me, he's like, Phillip, go and I need you to start cleaning this up. Get a wheelbarrow, get a rake, whatever you need, pitchfork. I want it all cleaned up. So I walked out, and I was like, you know what? He gives me this job. All the other brothers, they're in there doing fun stuff, working inside, and I got that. I was like, I ain't doing it. So I just was like, no. So I'm over there doing something else, and he comes out there, and he walks back in, and I was like, I still ain't doing it. So I go and do something. I'm gone for an hour. When I come back in, he's got his suit jacket off and his vest off. He's in there with a wheelbarrow in the muck, and he's pitchforking that stuff out. And I said, stop. I'll do it. Let me do it. He said, let me explain something to you, son. Every job is important. He said, don't ever forget this. Every job's important, and I'm willing to do every job, and you need to be willing to do every job. I learned something from that mic drop.
Yeah.
It was like a pitchfork drop.
Yeah.
I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to humble myself and be able and willing to do stuff like that. So, and that's how I live my life as a servant leader. That's how Clay is. Every time I see Clay out somewhere, if I'm with my work associates or something, he buys our lunch. I mean, he just does.
Come on now, you're not supposed to tell anybody.
But hey, he does. and look, he's the only man that's ever pulled me over to give me money.
Chase you down.
That was fun.
He chased
had
me.
to chase you down.
We were driving down the interstate going from Ruston back to West
Yeah.
Monroe, and I see him because I guess he's driving somebody's old truck.
Oh, Jace's truck that I bought
truck,
for him.
and so he's in a truck that's obvious. I know who he is, and so I'm like, pull over. And but I've been trying to get you that for a while.
Yeah, so Si, when he had his 50-year anniversary, we had a big shindig, and he said, please don't bring me presents and prizes. I don't want anything. Please give a donation to the Learning Outreach Center. They give away clothes and food. And
Talk about servant leadership.
Absolutely. And so Clay pulled me over with this big check and was like, I've been trying to get in touch with you. Give this, here's our money to support the size calls. So thank you for doing that.
But
And thank you for
that's
being a servant.
Well,
But that's
hey,
the difference between being a leader, to me, in my mind, and being a leader and being a boss,
Well, yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that is the difference. The leader carries the whole team, puts them on his back, and will go do whatever they got to do.
Yeah.
The boss sits in his office and has the line that I cannot stand in life. That's not my job. I cannot stand it.
Ooh,
It
you
makes
want-
me.
hey, if
It
you wanna
makes
mess
me.
with
them-
It makes me.
If
It makes me
you wanna mess with
irrationally
them-
angry.
If you want to mess with them around the office, you just need to tell people, everybody you see today, tell them, just tell Martin, that's not my job.
Why? You want me to hire a whole bunch of new people?
Oh,
No,
y'all.
no, no,
I
no.
will.
See,
I
That's
will.
the only thing I've ever seen just
I
truly
will-
get under the man's
I will
skin.
terminate on the spot for that line.
Sometimes I'll move a
I
decoy
will-
or something, and I'll say, no, that's not your job. That's my job.
No,
I will
ain't.
follow a man that does what you're talking about.
In the battle.
I'll follow him to hell and back.
Amen, buddy.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, the guy that won't is that's not my job. I won't follow you across the street.
No.
Yeah.
So I
that's right.
work.
You're no good.
And it'd be hard for me to TT on you if you was on fire, you know,
Hello.
like, you know, one of them kind of deals. But that's what I'm saying. And I've learned a lot of this from watching y'all. I'm talking about all three of y'all, watching that growing up. Cause I'm, you know, obviously quite a bit younger, than y'all. I mean, it seems closer in age now, but I'm saying in my formative years, I was friends with all y'all and watched how y'all led your families, led at the workplace, and I'm throwing Willie Robertson in there. I'm throwing Phil in there. I'm throwing your dad of all people who.
So my dad today. Let me tell you my dad today. So on the way up here, I go to the office before I come here, and the person up front, Misty, she's amazing, and she wasn't there, and so this person walks right by the front of our office, and the very next office is my dad's office. Okay. I mean, he's an engineer, he's an attorney, he's all these things. He's the leader of our company. And this guy says, "Hey, I'm looking for Misty." And my dad goes, "Oh, no worries. Here, come on in. What's your name?" Introduces himself, meets this guy, walks him back up front. Okay. Doesn't just say you missed it.
Yeah.
Gets out of his chair, goes and says, "Let me take you back up there." And says, "Misty." And she's coming down the hall saying, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Billy. I'm so sorry." And my dad's like, "No worry, Misty. This is Daryl. I just wanted y'all to meet. He was looking for you." You know, I mean, it is what you say. It's just who we are.
Well, and like your dad has no reason to go to work.
No.
Right. I mean, he really does.
But he calls it his sandbox, man.
Yeah, he loves it. He's 78,
75.
75.
Yeah.
Every day after duck hunting, the man comes downstairs in a button-up shirt and a jacket, racing to get back to Ruston, Louisiana to go to work. And
we hunted the day we killed him duck.
there you
Come
go.
out. As soon as we got back, we ate breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, and next thing he disappeared for a second. He come out, some nice clean clothes and his towel.
And was going to the office
And he said, "I'm going to the office."
and ain't got no reason to.
And hey,
He loves it.
oh,
And so confession time. Since y'all are saying that, let me tell you what I was so scared about coming here for. Because I promise you, for some reason, every time you put a camera on me, I freeze. I feel like I turn into this know-it-all. And I don't want to be that, right? Y'all laugh at yourselves so well. Y'all are so, like, you were talking about things you like. The thing I love about y'all, the thing I love about this podcast, look, I got chills just saying it, is y'all are so good at laughing at yourself. And it's like when a camera gets on me, I'm like, I feel like I'm a know-it-all. And that's not who I am.
Yeah.
You can say it's not who I am. I'm not a know-it-all.
Huh?
but hey,
I mean, I could.
It's not.
I'm not going to, but I could. Yeah.
let him finish.
I'm letting you say, I'm giving you the rope and seeing how far you
Let
go
him
with it,
sizzle.
buddy.
It's funny you say that because in all my outings, they always ask this crazy old man, "Uncle Sal, what words of wisdom you gonna leave me with?" And that one is biggest one I leave with. Hey, learn to laugh at yourself.
Y'all are so good at it.
Yeah.
You're not bulletproof and 10 foot tall like you think you are.
You
okay?
don't know it all.
You're going, you don't know it all. You're going to say something or do something stupid.
Yeah.
Learn to laugh at yourself. Okay?
And there's
It's
always
way
a bigger
easier-
bear.
Way easier. And look, and people will like you better for it.
Amen, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Amen. Because you know what at the base of that is? It's humility.
No,
Yeah.
well,
It's
no.
not pride, like old boy was saying. It's
Well, it's
humility.
that.
At the
that,
base of it,
and
that's
then
what it
one
is.
other word, which we don't hear anymore, and Phil gave a lot of good lessons on it. There's no appreciation anymore.
That's right.
Gratitude.
My mother told me something when I was about, 8, 9 years old. She said, when you think you've hit rock bottom, okay, and you just are just so bad off, clear your mind, look around, and then hit your knees and thank the Almighty for all the blessings that He's given you. And folks, I'm 76. I just turned 76, 27th of April. That stood the test of time. When I get where I'm looking at me and having a pity party,
Yeah, woe is me.
woe is me, and I do what my mother told me a long time ago. I said, let me get clear your mind.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that could be me there that lost his legs
Mm-hmm.
serving our nation, keeping us free.
Instead,
Oh,
you just
hey, no.
got the best stories ever.
And
to
look,
tell
there's
from
there's
over
nothing wrong with being humble and taking a one down approach, because let me tell y'all something. When I got in the car and I told my wife, that Amber is going to be proposed to by DJ, and okay, that's one thing. And then we have graduation coming up, and then of course it's tax time, and we're dealing with those things, because you got to get an extension from time to time to get all your business in order sometimes.
That's when you make too much money.
And then
That'd be you boys.
you better point that at him and him.
Clay ain't never filed taxes outside of October.
Anyway, so we got that
Look at
going
it.
on.
Look at it.
And then I got my son coming in from
My taxes filed in March.
from London. I'll just wait till you get through.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was fixed to say I filed mine in March, and then they hit me again and get me again.
Oh yeah, they clip me in April
Yeah.
and they clip me in June.
Yeah.
They clip me every quarter.
Yeah.
But
Am I gonna have to make a comment
go ahead.
in order to get my way over here?
no, you're good. Go,
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Okay, but I'm just saying, all these things are going on, and then I'm gone out of town for a couple days with Si, which we had a blast. We'll tell y'all about that in a few minutes. But I get back and I'm like, all this stuff's going on. I'm like, hey, honey, I'm home. And she was like, I thought you was going to get back tomorrow. Like, no, I mean, I'm happy to be home. I'm like thinking she's going to be like, but she's got so much going on. She's just like, you're back. Yeah. Well, see, she's been cleaning and washing clothes and getting things ready and all these things go. And I'm like, I'm ready for the welcome mat to come out. I'm like, I'm home. No, that ain't nothing.
Oh, we ain't got time for that.
So I noticed that, she's not as happy as I am. So the next,
Hey, mom's losing her daughter.
Did you bring leftovers?
you know what? Let me just talk to Clay.
Maybe gaining a son.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe gaining a son.
And gaining son.
So it took me a minute, but I was like, she's got a lot of stuff going on, and she ain't worried about me. So I just took a one down the next morning. I'm on my way to work. I got an 8:00 meeting I got to be at. And I just said, you know what, honey, I apologize. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. I didn't mean to act in a certain way. And I just humbled myself, and I took a one down approach. Instead of saying, I'll tell you what, she ain't gonna tell me.
Yeah.
No.
Next time I come
that
home.
don't work.
Yeah. Next time I come home, it's going to be a strawberry pie sitting there, dadgummit. Like,
No, so it is about being humble, and it is about being a servant and working through things. That's using wisdom.
Why?
And in your life, you'll figure that out.
Let's go to Houston right quick.
Let me ask my wife.
No.
yeah, hey, good call.
Let's go to Houston. We had a blast. Okay, look, we're at number one. Let's go. I went to a family's house. Okay, because I didn't know what we was going there for. Okay,
You want me to tell them?
I was just told I'm involved in a company. Okay, from people from Alabama.
Buyers,
Not Alabama. I got Alabama on the brain.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Buyers
Look,
and partners.
There's a lot of rumors going around, but I'm under contract. I said I can't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll just leave it there like that. But first thing, we go to
Wait,
a
time
house.
out. You just tell me a
hold on.
story, then
I
you
can't
bring
go
up
any
something you
deeper.
can't tell me
I
about.
can't tell you.
You know I've got closure issues.
Well, I know.
Like,
but
we're
hey,
going to
you
have to
just
not
like-
record
you just
this.
like
We're
to
going to
live-
have to
you
hit
just like to live
stop,
with
and
them.
you're going to have to tell me.
But anyway, we go to Houston, okay? We go to this family's house, okay? And I'm the surprise guest
Yeah.
So you're the
for
party
about
For a
For
client
about,
that we're trying to work with.
favorite. Schmooze.
probably 20 young people that are graduating.
Did you jump out of a cake?
From high
No.
school.
Oh,
But they did have a bull for me to ride, which I didn't do. Okay. They rode it,
That's
but I
true.
didn't.
A real bull.
Yeah, no, one of them mechanical bulls.
bulls.
yeah, no, don't
Okay,
get on
that's
that.
the
You
first thing
too
I did.
old
When
for
he
that.
walked out, he said, well, hop on it. And I said, that'd be negatory, boys. Negative, Ghost Rider.
I didn't know we was going to add that to your contract. No mechanical
No
bulls.
mechanical bulls.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm just saying, hey, no, forget that.
You can't say no bull, right? But no mechanical
hey,
bulls.
hey, you got to lead the bull,
Yeah.
but no mechanical bull.
Yeah.
But anyway, they had such a great time. Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, Uncle Si showed up for their graduation.
Yeah. So I just comes.
A lot of good-looking young women. Okay, and a lot of good-looking young men. Okay, and they had a real good. They had deer, fallow deer, and whitetail mixed tacos. And
That's pretty
were-
good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm interested.
Oh no, that was excellent. I ate 2 big plates full. I did. It was really good. But we had a big time. Then, okay, move another day forward. We have a poker game.
This is for the Mike Rozier Foundation in Houston, Texas.
Do people know how good you are at poker?
He's a
Like,
Heisman
y'all are
Trophy
all
winner.
good at poker.
They knew. They
I don't
found
know.
out.
I don't know how y'all got so good.
Yeah, he's
you can
good.
laugh at yourselves really well, and y'all are great at poker.
But anyway, I
He's
made
a
the
storyteller.
I made the final table, and then I got knocked out like 6th place. But anyway, this is the Pro Football Hall of Famers.
Mike
Heisman-
Rozier, Warren Moon,
Heisman Trophy winners.
Archie Griffin, the only two-time
Two-time
Heisman
winner.
Trophy.
Okay.
Eric Dickerson. Oh, he's awesome.
Number 29, I got one of his jerseys.
I'm just looking at
Okay.
all the.
So we had a blast. Okay. And then move forward the next day, and we have a golf tournament. I'm not playing.
Oh, I about to say you trash at golf.
No, I ain't playing. So I'm watching, but guess, hey, we had surprise guests there. It was the Father, God the Father, Jesus, his Son, and the Holy Spirit, because, hey, I met this beautiful young 21-year-old lady.
Hold on, son. Let me explain something. Si is sitting at the turn. So every time people are coming through the turn, Si, they're like, "Can I take a picture?" Yeah. So Si gives them a little mini sermon.
Yeah.
And then they get back and go. So he
So
finally
anyway,
ties
look,
one
this
person up.
beautiful young lady sits down and starts asking me questions.
Sports
about,
management is what she was going into.
Annie. Okay. Beautiful young lady, 21-year-old Dallas student. Okay. And I don't know what she was majoring in, but I preached the gospel to her, and I always get tickled when I get to talking, because people are walking by. We're outside underneath a roof, and I'm watching people putt on the green, practicing.
Oh yeah.
But people come up and they hear me talking when they sit down. It started out with Annie. I'm talking to her real close, like me and Con. Yeah. Then, hey, 10 or 12 more are sitting back in the background, and they're pretty. So, hey, I loved it.
Yeah.
We had a great time. And then she gets up and said, hey, enjoy it. Thank you. You filled in a lot of blank spaces that I had and with issues.
There you go.
So, hey, you never know. Okay. The Bible says God moves in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trust me, he does. And he uses mysterious people too.
Yeah. And you got to do it being a cart girl at a golf tournament.
Yours truly. But we had a wonderful time.
We did.
That's
And
fantastic.
Look, you got to look at this. Heisman Trophy winners. One guy had won it twice.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, look, they're just ordinary people.
That's right.
But we had a blast in Houston. I'm serious. It was- it was
How
great.
often have you used dynamite in your life?
Napalm
Hey,
included.
a lot in the show.
Y'all did a lot of dynamite.
Yeah, that and gas.
So gas
Like,
is
hey,
even
look.
worse.
They put 2 5-gallon containers full of gasoline, and then had a.
Is this
big
a beaver
tank.
dam?
Oh no! Behind us, we was in the pond.
Oh.
They
Look,
did it in a duck.
hey.
They did it in a duck blind.
Yeah. Well, the one I'm talking about is we're in a pond.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
we're right here.
Yeah.
Gas cans are sitting where Martin and him are sitting on
And
the
they-
inner tube. They got 5 gallons of gas in each one,
Uh-huh.
and they've got a big sack about this size full of black powder that this makes the gas go off. And look, it literally blew us forward.
Remember they said walk and act like nothing's
Yeah,
happening.
and act like nothing happened. Boom, woo!
We took
And
off.
just-
We took
flew
off
forward.
walking. We took off walking, and that thing like you see all of it
Yeah.
because they were shooting it in like super slow mo. So
Yeah.
you see all of us when they run it back, and we're all like, oh,
And it's nothing but just
Look,
hot.
I
mean, hot.
oh, this was the same. That was the same
That's
day.
like the very beginning of it.
the very big when
Yeah.
we were doing all the promo
Yeah.
stuff. That same day they had us shoot shotguns at a helicopter. They said, "Oh no, it'd be fine." Before drones became a thing, they had a man with a helicopter up there with a camera filming
No, no.
right at us, and they said, "Shoot right at it," and we're like, no,
We know better.
That's breaking gun safety number
Yeah.
one. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Like we'll shoot below it, but we ain't shooting at it. He's like, no, it needs to be right at it.
No.
I'm like, big dog, we ain't shooting
No,
at
we
it.
ain't shooting.
I don't know
at
what
the
to tell
man.
you. Like I ain't shooting at no helicopter.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't doing it.
Thank you for not shooting at helicopters.
Yeah,
if
no,
no one's
I ain't-
ever said that, thank you for not shooting at the helicopter.
No.
But that's before drones were a thing. Like we
man.
were on the cutting edge. They hired a helicopter pilot to come out there and fly around, and then they tried to blow us up. Yeah, no, that was wild.
Oh no, we had 2 or 3 times when they had blew a beaver down.
Oh yeah,
The guy called all clear. We're walking back down and have getting pretty good close, and secondary explosion. Woo woo.
yeah.
Needless to say, that dude had his,
That's the last time he
hit
was
the road.
Yeah, that was the last time he was our pyro.
We've had that happen about 2 or 3 times.
Them boys from Hollywood loved us blowing crap up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. It's like, man,
Behind the scenes at Duck Dynasty.
Oh, a little more about Clay too, since we're about to be done with this thing for today. I'm just saying, no, the first episode of Duck Dynasty was filmed at his place, like the very first episode.
Episode
What do we
one.
The
do?
catching the bullfrogs, the snake in the boat, all that happened
okay.
right there where we duck hunt.
It had some big bullfrogs too.
Oh, biggins.
I mean, big
Giant
turkey
bullfrogs.
legs.
And
Turkey
so
leg
what no
bullfrog.
one knows is y'all were coming the next day to film. All right. And so I was like, what can I do to mess with them? Right. Because we're always messing with each other. Okay. And so this is before the show was ever big. We didn't know if the show would go big or anything. Right.
Oh, it's just
So-
pilots.
So before
Nobody
the
knew
show's
nothing.
good, I go and I have, some of these old duck bands. Right. And so I go and I catch probably 20 or 30 frogs the night before y'all get there. And I banded 20 frogs.
With duck
Yeah,
bands?
with fake bands. I was
missed
wanting one
that.
of y'all to grab a banded frog
I
and be
missed
like
that.
freaking out, like we've never seen a banded frog before. And I was hoping it would be embarrassing and fun and no.
Nobody even
No, y'all caught 20 or 30 more frogs and not one of
Look,
them.
and
was
we-
banded.
One of them
One of
We've
them
been
was
back
banded.
100 times since and ain't never caught
We
one.
ain't
of
never
them.
been- banded frog.
caught them.
No.
Yes.
Oh, what happened to him?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
100%. I was
Oh.
so excited.
Yeah, I ain't ever caught one of them.
Oh no. Look, we used to wade, when we was young, and the kids at school would go with us every once in a while. One guy was real good with a bow and arrow. So we was gigging frogs, and that's when we used to gig. Jace always liked to grab with his hand,
Yeah.
But anyway, we come up on the one that's a big old rascal. I mean, a good one. And the kid said, "Let me shoot him with a bow." Well, he did. He stuck him right in the back. Bad move. As soon as he stuck him, he jumped, broke the arrow, and the next thing we know, we see the arrow going down the slope. He said, "That's it." So he's, "Wait a minute, guys, wait a minute. I can." I said, "No, boy, you let a turkey get away. That's turkey legs, No, you ain't shooting on that."
No, we
So
gigging.
finally, he kept begging us. And I said, okay, shoot him, but here's what you do. I said, you see he's sitting down. I said, stick it right in the tip of his nose. I said, that way all he's going to do is back up. He ain't going to jump. So he just started sticking him in the nose and walk up and grab him, pull it out of his nose, throw him in the cooler.
and get to eating frog legs.
Hey, look,
Well, hey,
But then, they finally said we fished on Red River all the time with a throw line. Put 12 hooks on a nylon string, tie a brick at the end of it. Okay, they're about that far apart. Bait it up with either live brim, whatever you want to. Bait, cut, blood, liver, whatever. Cut bait. Put your willow stick in the ground. Throw it out there and come back and run it when catch him big ops. 30-pound ops.
I
But
can't
we
believe
finally
believe that you're patient enough to wait.
Oh no! Finally, though,
I don't
we finally
fish.
figured out.
I can't stand
well,
fishing for that reason. I don't have patience.
We
for
catch
fishing.
50 frogs a night on these sloughs off of the river. So when we finally got where we got a boat, said, "Hey, let's go try the Red River for frog gigging." Oh, it's a piece of cake. You just motor up there, you catch 200 a night.
Mm.
This is where the motor just run the guy up to the bank, grab him off the
Grab him.
bank, back
I
it
love it.
up.
See, so many people think that you use like something to stick the frogs, you gig them or something. I like grabbing them with your hand.
No.
Yeah.
Well, Jason
Yeah.
does too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason
they
is
had
good.
a gig.
He's
It
the-
actually
he's the-
I think he's
I've
the
ever
best at it too. Yeah.
No, a gig is a
unbelievable.
clamp.
Yeah,
Or
that's
you
right.
can have the trident
Yeah,
or that kind.
I don't like the trident.
They-
I don't mind the
we
gig.
didn't like it either. Bloody.
well, no, and you want to release them.
Well, it makes a bloody.
I have seen Jace grab the frog, move the snake out of the way, and grab the frog.
Oh, no.
You know?
Look, the only time I've ever seen somebody. Have you ever seen somebody do that with snakes?
Oh, yeah. They grab them all the time. Somebody that, we had a guy that come up there, and he's the snake wrangler.
Was it?
Well, guess what?
Mike.
He's missing.
Mike.
Yeah.
He's missing about that much of his finger.
So
index finger.
before y'all came out there that day, when y'all were coming to film, Mike and Devin show up, and they were the first people who came to the camp. All right, and Devin's from South Africa, right?
Yeah,
And I mean, they were so nice. But I promise you, this is the first group. This is the first people that show up for filming that. Okay, and they looked like they just stepped out of Eddie Bauer. I mean, they had brand new clothes on. Y'all were just starting. They didn't have dirt anywhere. I was like, these guys are young and have no idea.
Oh, idea. Yeah.
And they're like, we had to catch a couple snakes. And I was like, okay.
Okay,
And so,
mate.
Blimey.
yeah.
Okay,
So
mate.
they asked me to drive them around. So we're driving around in the woods looking for snakes. And all of a sudden, he yells, stop. And so I come to a screech and halt. He jumps out of the back, runs over and yells, bring me the tongs, grabs the snake by the tail and throws it up in the air. This snake is going round and round. Then he grabs it by the middle and throws it up in the air again until Mike gets over there with the tongs.
Yeah.
And then he grabs it and I was like, y'all just caught a snake. He goes, what'd you think we were going to do? And I don't know, but I did not really think they were going to catch a snake.
I'm not familiar with that technique.
That's what happens when you turn a bunch of South Africans.
Well,
loose.
no.
It was
Look,
unbelievable.
He was missing, though, the index finger.
That was Mike.
He said, what happened? And he said, snake bite.
Snake
Jay
bite.
said, hey, we don't need you.
Yeah.
Jay said, I don't need you.
Yeah. Take a look at me. I got them all.
Yeah, I got them all.
Yeah. I don't need
said,
somebody
I
with
said,
nine.
hey, no, you need, I'm the snake wrangler. I said, you see this 20 gauge? I said, the next thing you'll hear if I see a snake is boom.
Yeah.
Well,
And I said, then when you check him, he's going to be headless.
Hey, one of the conversations we were eating out with a client at
in
a nice
Houston.
place, and they everything was great until the very end. They started talking about snakes, and I mean there were snake stories coming up.
He is deathly. I mean, just the word
Oh,
snake,
yeah.
and he looks at me like,
Look,
"Mm."
here's the thing that gets me. Over all the years we've hunted, and as much as I've walked behind Phil Robertson, and look, most of the time he's barefooted.
Oh,
Okay, I have seen he's put his foot down, and I'm talking about like it be coiled up. He's put his foot down, and then the next thing you see is a big black coil, as you see white. Just
that mouth. It
he
is
opens,
white.
He opens it, and Phil's already stepped by, and I jump back and said, "Whoa, guys, look out! Big cottonmouth." You know,
And it is. If you've seen their mouth,
I'm
it's not.
shocked
Yeah.
we hadn't nobody's got bit.
Hey, only the second man gets bit.
Yeah,
That's Phil's philosophy.
Hey,
I asked Phil, I said, why you go first and so fast? He said, because the second man going to be the one to get bit. I'm like,
well, I've walked behind him, and I ain't ever got bit, but I've sure seen a lot of them open that mouth on him.
he trees them. He let you know where they are.
Yeah.
Well, Philip, it's been fun, boys. You want to send us out of
Well, I
here?
got a verse for this.
I do have a verse. And Clay, thank you for coming on to our podcast, man. It's so nice to have you here, and I hope you come back.
Well, look, I appreciate
your
y'all having me.
invitation stands. It's open.
Hey, and I wanted to talk about him being a pilot and all the other stuff he's doing, so we got to get him back on.
we got
He's
plenty
got some
more.
great stories.
Yeah.
1 Timothy 2:5 says,
Oh mercy!
"For there is one God, one mediator between God and mankind, the man Christ Jesus, who gave himself as a ransom for all people." So look, guys, whatever you got going on, you've got a mediator in heaven, God in the flesh. God became flesh and died and was buried and raised. He's mediating in heaven. He is your lawyer in heaven. You can go to bed at night and breathe relief because the servant, Christ Almighty, is your mediator in heaven. So remember that. Don't take yourself too seriously. Try to laugh at yourself.
Hey,
Thank y'all for being here today, and we'll see you next time right here.
We're out.
There we go.
right.